Oh, yeah. Another day of live entertainment for you guys. Dun, 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 dun. We'll get started here in a minute because why not? Getting ready for some fun. We got Team Trainwreck meeting up soon enough. We got Coda Boy 32, Pop's Quest, and myself. We're going to go shoot 3-gun. It is pouring ass rain right now. It's not supposed to rain tomorrow, so that'll be good. But it's going to be a muddy. It's going to be muddy. We got Keith Gregory. Thanks for showing up. We're going to be utilizing this traction tomorrow at its fullest. I think we're going to be splashing around in the mud, unfortunately. Got to shoot with TR Prepper last night. He shot IDPA, which is pretty cool. His first time. He actually did really well. And I'm excited he showed up. I got to shoot my new pistol. And got a video coming out on that and a bunch of hiccups. Wasn't with the pistol, it was with me. I dropped the mag and I missed a target. But that's what happens when you're running the stage. You're busy helping everybody else out. That's going to be my excuse anyways. I'm going to be loading up some of these. I did a video way back. I heard TR did good. He did do good. He did good. He got I think there were 17 shooters, and I think he got 6th place. So he did really well. Must have been that Glock he was using. Right, Keith? But I got to clean some stuff. I got to clean this thing, get it ready for tomorrow. Not many rounds through it, but I might as well keep it clean. And then hopefully it runs perfect. Loaded up a bunch of ammo the other day for it. Probably load some more up tonight. Used probably, I don't know, at least 200 rounds yesterday. Got the bag here because I didn't have these yet. If I have a special recipe for a gun, hey Warsaw Patriot, I will keep them in this kind of container so that I know. So when they say, oh, the round count's going to be 150 or whatever, I know I can grab 2 of these and I'll be good. You're on your lunch break already? You're probably, where are you at, Warsaw Patriot? What part of the world are you in? You might be somewhere in the middle of the United States if it's lunchtime, or you're eating late, one of the two. But yeah, TR did good. He used the Glock 35 with a 9mm barrel conversion in it. Seemed to work well for him. We had some hiccups there in the beginning. He was running some different loads that weren't feeding. And then I think a lot of that had to do with, it was his mags. After he oiled the mags, basically took the follower out and then oiled the inside of his Glock mags. I think he was using steel case as well. The center of the USA, the middle. Yep. So it's your lunchtime. Welcome. Thanks for showing up. We're just having fun. I'm screwing off. I'm going to be cleaning a new gun, or cleaning the gun, getting it ready for tomorrow. Got a scuba gear 3-gun competition tomorrow. The reason why I say scuba gear is it's pouring rain right now. And hopefully it's supposed to be sunny. Says it's going to be sunny, but we'll see how good the old we used a conversion barrel. You can't use a Glock 34 barrel because it's got to lock in to the 35. So it's the outside of the 34 barrel, if you want to call it. It's fatter for the 35, but almost very similar. It just has a bigger block. what I mean by that is I show you. This part here. So the barrel's set up for the 35. So the block, this block here, is actually a little bit bigger, and then it's necked down to a 9. This is the actual barrel that came. What barrel is this? This is an upgraded barrel. I'm trying to see if I can see what it says on there. Cannot see anymore. So yeah, it's basically set up like that, but then it necks down to a 9mm. You guys getting rain right now in your parts of the country? It's raining good. It's raining real good. Finally found these things. My shell caddies. I've been looking for these damn things. These are in the motorhome. Yesterday I spent a lot of time looking for these damn things. I had brought them when we went to the farm, and I'm like, where in the hell are my shotgun caddies at? So those are found raining in Kentucky. Yeah, man, it's raining and raining and more rain. Any of you guys know what this is used for? It's a paper clip that has been bent. It's been straightened out and then 90 degreed at the end. I have a feeling some of you guys might know what the answer to this is. And then you're going to ask yourself, why the hell do you have to make one of these when you pay so much for a certain item? I'll give you guys a minute to figure out the answer to that. Call that a Jeopardy question, if you will. Dun, dun, dun. Does anybody know what this is for? There's the end of it. Why would I want one of those? It looked like this, but in black. And then I had to make it. It's kind of crickety out there. I don't see any answers yet. There's a to help pass kidney stones. All right. Is that helping anybody out? Anybody? Bueller. You see it? Why would I need that damn thing? It is not to help pass it is not to help pass kidney stones. If you want to pass kidney stones, you just drink sweet tea right here. Come on, people. I know you know the answer to this. I know you know the answer. Yeah, vodka will do it. That's for sure. That's what vodka is for. Warsaw Patriot says. Or does that cause kidney stones? Anybody? All right, time's up. So I'll take this apart for you and I'll show you. I'll take it apart the hard way. Let's see. Sick pistol. Thank you, sir. If I can take it apart here, I'll show you. Get out of there. All right. Here's the reason, guys. So on like a 1911, this being a 2011, but it holds back the recoil spring, so you don't have to dick with it. So this little hole here, this camera's, you can kind of see. See that? That'll make it a little easier, but it definitely goes all the way through there, as you can see. You can't tear it apart, but it's basically, especially on this style firearm, if you don't want to mess with all this, you can just pull this whole assembly out by itself. And we're going to tear this thing apart a little bit just to see how dirty it is. Got a little action last night. Hello. Not too shabby. Vanessa, how you doing? Yeah, just a little bit. Gonna clean it up, that kind of stuff. But tomorrow is gonna be fun. Lots and lots of fun. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. It's been a long time since I shot 3 guns, so I'm looking forward to the seeing how shitty I do. Shot yesterday. Not 3 gun, but just a local IDPA match. Had a lot of fun. Didn't do great. I think I got 4th out of 17 people. But there was a few hiccups there. I could have definitely saved some time. Not a big deal, though. I had fun. That's all that mattered. Here's that lower, the Phoenix Trinity lower. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's set up a little bit different than, like, say, an SVI lower. It's just, I like the ergonomics of it a little better. Not that I don't like the SVI or the Infinity style. But this one's the polymer grip, and it's been stippled. So it's good for when you got a wet hands or whatever the case is. Definitely liking it, but this upper section's all metal. Great gun. Doing well. This is in 9mm if you guys haven't been keeping up. So it'll be interesting to see. It'll be my first 3 gun with that. So hopefully there's not some heavy steel I got to knock down, because then I'll be wishing I was shooting my 40. But I want to try it. I want to try it and see how it works. And hopefully it does a great job. I'm sure it will do an exceptional job. But it's just a matter of going out and actually shooting it, getting used to the new sights. They're very similar to the ones that I use, but you'll notice, I don't know if you'll notice, but these are what, Bobar? Yeah, Bomar sights. There's kind of the, you can see the front fiber optic. But then in the back here, these ones, whatever this gap is right here, is a little wider than my other Infinity. So there's a little more daylight on each side of the front post. So it's a matter of trying to get used to shooting quickly with that. But it would probably be, it's not going to be that bad. It's probably going to look like that in your sight. Let's see, let me go like this. That would be there to me, so it'd probably be right here to you. which is going to be hard for you to see on a camera. But as far as the gap, you'll see the gap would be probably a little better than that. There's a lot of daylight on each side of that. Trying to make it so you can see it. But they are definitely good sights. I would like to switch them over to green, as most of my stuff is green fiber optic, but this fiber optic here, I don't have the right size for it, so I can't change it out. The green seems to pick up better. Love this green, but this will not fit in there, so I got to order some of that. Not a big deal though. Yep, Team Trainwreck running and gunning. We are back in action. All three of us are shooting. It should be a great time. And win, lose, DQ, whatever the case is, just hanging out with the boys will be fun. Definitely a good time, exciting. And that's what it's all about, I think, having a fun time. Something that's different on this gun compared to the other Infinity is the sight is actually on the slide. On the other one, it has the sight tracker where it'd be on the barrel. But we'll just give it a clean through and then call it done. Get ready. I got a shotgun. I'm going to double check my shotgun and make sure that my AR is ready to go. Got all my ammo on the floor here. I'm going to be shooting a Rio. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Rio, but man, I love Rio. 7.5. This stuff works really good in the Stoker. You can see right here. It's 1280 feet per second. Good stuff. If you see a name, you know, and it's not Winchester or whatever, and you're like, I never heard of Rio. Is that stuff any good or is that crap? This stuff's really good, and it's out of Texas. And if I could, I would order a shit ton more of it if I could get it at the cost that I originally bought it at. So I need to order like 10 more cases of this stuff. I'm getting low. I probably got 1, maybe 2 more 3 guns, and then I'm going to have to find some shotgun shells because I'm out. I'll be out. Tattooed Dragon, hello. Thanks for showing up. Yancey Teal, thanks for showing up. What are you guys doing today? Anything fun? Today for us, in North Carolina, the kids are out of school. So I thought it was originally a holiday, but it's not. It's teachers something where I don't know what the hell the teachers do. They get the day off, or maybe they got to do something. But they basically told all the kids, you guys got Friday off, so, which I'm sure they didn't argue with. Yancey's building a Grindle. Nice. Perfect day. That's what's good about wintertime. Wintertime is the time when it's good to get in the garage and build some ammo. I know I'd like to make large batches of it so I don't have to mess with it later. But with that said, I got friends like X-Ring, and he'll make ammo right before a match. So that's kind of his theory on it. I like to have it all, you know, done. And then all you got to worry about is just grabbing a couple boxes and heading to the shooting range. So to each his own. We teachers teach and more teach and sneak out late night and have fun. There you go. Yeah, you guys need to have fun. That job, I do not have the patience to hang out with a whole shit ton of people, meaning kids, and deal with their antics for a certain amount of hours. My wife said, "Yeah, you should do school. You should drive a school bus on your days." I can't even handle the 2 of my kids in the back of the car if they're being assholes, let alone however many kids a bus will hold, like 30 or 40 people. I'd be like, I'm going to pull this bus over. I'm going to make you guys walk home. I'd be fired before the first week for sure. Getting new tires on my Prius racing car. Big Al. You better put a wheelie bar on that thing. Old Big Al, he probably gets out. You know, he's always squealing those tires, racing around town, causing a ruckus. I've heard about you, Al. I've heard about your race car. It's a good thing the cops haven't caught you yet. It's like Dukes of Hazzard and a Prius. I've never seen Big Al jump a Prius so far, pull it off over the wooden bridge, shooting dynamite out the side with the bow. I mean, I don't know. I might have seen it on TV. I'm not sure. I could have got it crossed up a little bit, Al. I'm not sure. Working on maybe picking up some more primers and powder. Primers and powder. Yep. Any good deals out there? I did get an email. We got a score on this stuff right here. And I always say it wrong. Vitavori. Right? Top line powder. Very expensive. Very expensive powder. We were buying this cheaper than Tight Group. There was some special going on. I think it's still going on. Let me see if I can find the email because I was like, damn. So I ordered 10 of these, which kind of wish I would have ordered some more, but that's what I had available money-wise. But you guys may be interested if I can find the email. It's like out. Let me see what it's called. They did send me an email not too long ago. They got free shipping right now. The reason why I'm bringing this up. So if you guys can wait a second here. Good deals though. Yeah, I was paying way less. I was paying like almost half of what that stuff goes for. I was like, dang. It is called. I know I got you guys on the edge of your seat just wondering where to buy powder. And if I can't find it, it will be in a video that Pops Quest did probably a few months back. But it was well worth the money. Come on. It's like Loaders Network or something. Come on. I just got glasses. I went out and bought glasses, you guys. Because when I'm on the computer, if it's closer than like my hand length, I can't see it. I can see well, but after a while, my freaking eyes start getting blurry. They're getting a little older now. I'm getting up there in age, I guess, where I gotta wear glasses. Right now, my eyes are going nuts. Of course, I can't find it. Freedom Munitions. That's not it. I'll keep looking for it. Or maybe you guys know, with hydrazine, you will need a pilot's hydrazine. Trying to keep it street legal, huh? Yeah. Oh, and you need a parachute, like you said, Big L. Tell you what, I can't wait to ride in that thing one day. It's gonna be amazing. Gonna be amazing. Dun, 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 dun. I got blown away yesterday. I met someone that actually, Powder Valley. Let me see if this is it. Free shipping when you spend $49. I think this might be it. Powder Valley Incorporated. I believe that's the one. Kansas. Check that out. Powder Valley Incorporated. They're out of Kansas. Right now they got 49 free shipping when you spend $49. Sale ended at 11:59 on the 10/25, so never mind. See if they got another one going. Free shipping when you spend $49 or more. But they had great prices on powder. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Had a question from another, what was his name the other day? He was asking about 180 grain Acme bullets and some load data. So he had contacted me via email and gave him some info on it, but he didn't have any tight group, and that was the information that I had available for him. So hopefully he figured that out. But a lot of it has to do with, you know, you want to, if he was trying to do it for a competition gun, so you're trying to find a load that will cycle, it will with minimal recoil, and then depending on if he needs major or minor factor, that'll also change things up. But get the powder KB used when he had the squib. I think it was talcum powder. He didn't have a squib. He had a double charge. And what had happened is, I'm so glad I caught that on video. I'm just glad he didn't get hurt. But it blew out. Let's see if I can remember how this happened. The back of the bullet had come off, and it had damaged the mag. It was freaking insane. I'm just glad his gun didn't blow up. Luckily, he was shooting a steel frame gun, or I should say metal, I guess. That might have helped him a lot. But yeah, it could have been really bad. Really, really bad. Bifocals. No, I'll tell you what I did. I don't need them when I shoot. You can tell I use them a lot because I don't even know where they're at. But I am getting to the point, like looking on that, I don't even know where the hell they're at. I just went to CVS and bought a pair of 1 power. Where are they? One power. All right. So I just went to CVS and bought these ones. They're 1 power, but they work when I look at this. See, like right now, that camera is all blurry. They only work when I'm right here, and then once I get to here, right there is blurry again. So they're only for like if I'm on a computer or phone too long, and even the computer right here, I can't read any of your comments because it's too far away. It's farther than my hand. So shooting when I have my gun out, you know, the front sight's nice and clear because it's not in here. If it's in here, is when I have issues. So I have to be that close to the thing. They look good on me. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'm looking down to look at the camera, or down at the thing. I don't care. I was to the point because I used to have great eyesight. I mean, really good eyesight. When I take those tests where they tell you cover one eye and they say read line 4 or whatever, I'd be like, I can read, you know, line whatever. They're like, man, that's really good eyesight. But nowadays, 48 now, so things are starting to fall apart, I guess. I still got my hearing. What? Bad Billy 429. I still haven't got a haircut, buddy. Look at this shaggy ass mess of a hair thing. Look how gray it's getting too. At least it's there though. That's all I care about. I always tell my barber lady, I said, I don't care what color it turns as long as it stays there. She calls them wisdom. She calls it wisdom. I said, you know what? I'm going to go with that. I like what you're saying. I like what you're bringing. All right, let's clean a pistol barrel. So I got to clean it. Sitting here yapping, not doing a damn thing. All right. You guys use these? This one's a Tetra gun. but it's just for pistol. A little bit nicer than these. You know, these come stock in some of the guns you buy. But this right here, I don't know how much it was. I've had it for a while. You can see that the thing's kind of worn off. But works great because as it's going down the rifling, it's turning, which is good. Which is good. I got something for you guys. It may be iPhone only, I'm not sure. But there is a thing called, I'm calling the damn thing. It's right here. Called Dark Sky. It's that app right there with the water drop. And it is very accurate. It'll tell you it's going to rain in 5 minutes. The Dewey rods are nice, Bad Billy, because it knows your location. It'll tell you all the weather and stuff coming in. But it's pretty spot on, especially when you live in somewhere where it actually rains a lot. It makes it kind of nice. Now, if you're in California, which is where I used to be, you don't really need any weather because it's either going to be hot or basically hot. Hot or not so hot. That's your two options in California. I don't even know why they have a weatherman or weather lady in California. It's kind of a waste of money, right? It's like you already know it's going to be nice outside. How hard could that be to tell people? How hard could it be? Someone's got to do it, I guess. Hot and no rain for years. Yeah. Man, it is amazing when it rains. Like right now, it's probably rained probably at least 1.5 inches. If that was to do that in California right now, 1.5 inches of real rain, there would be fire engines driving all over the place, rescuing people from being stuck in little makeshift rivers. People cannot drive in the rain. They don't know how to drive in the rain. And then for some reason, they cannot, not that they can't, but like the ground doesn't soak it up or something, and it runs and floods everything, which is crazy. Look at that. She's a dirty. The ground just doesn't soak it up. So it's chaos. Chaos. I was trying to say chaotic, but chaos came out. And on just a little bit of rain. I mean, we've had days here where we've had 5-6 inches of rain, like real rain, 5-6 inches, no exaggerating. And for the most part, the town does fine. There's not people floating down the river and people stuck in their cars for the most part, like you would see it anywhere else. That one did not want to go in there. Why is that? Rain overnight here, first time in 6 weeks. Yeah, it's been a little dry lately. Well, besides that storm we had, that brought a lot of rain. I was actually in California for that one. Seems like every time we get a hurricane, I'm at work. Which we're set up pretty well here. We live in the mountains, so the water flows down. We're on our house is kind of mid-slope on a hill, so the water won't sit right there. which is nice. So you don't have to worry about stuff flooding. Down in town, there's a couple flat parts where the rivers will get high and then kind of back up a little bit. And then there's the areas which are just considered like floodplain areas. Those will fill up, and then a day or so later, they're gone. You get 5, 6, 7 inches of rain in Southern California, and all you would be seeing on the news right now is chaos. It's amazing. So luckily we have I don't know if it's the type of soil. I don't know what the deal is, but it definitely handles the water a lot better than anywhere else. That's like you get 1 inch of snow, out here, and people are kind of, or not 1 inch, but a couple inches of snow out here in North Carolina, even people are kind of like having issues and stuck and that kind of stuff. Where you go up north, like where Bad Billy's at, up there in Michigan or way up in New York and stuff, and they got no problems. They're driving in that snow with no worries. So it's kind of the same thing, I guess. We're not used to it, so we don't have the tools either. We don't have all the tractors and plows and all that kind of stuff that'll go out and clean all the streets, especially in my neck of the woods, because usually if you wait a day or two, it's all gone. It'll all melt off and the town will open back up because it's shut down. Everybody does run and get milk and bread for their milk sandwiches, though, which I still don't understand. But we had a video in the past. It was right before one of the hurricanes was coming in. And I'm like, why are people running around doing the same shit, running around trying to get water and all that other stuff when they know that it's hurricane season and it's going to happen again? Like, it makes no sense to me. Why can't people plan ahead a little bit? You don't have to be some crazy prepper, doomsday prepper. I mean, I like prepping, but I don't understand. They know it's going to happen again. It drives me nuts to see everybody running around chaotically before the big hurricane shows up when they know it's hurricane season. Yeah, see that? Vanessa has a good comment, because I have a question about that too. It's almost easier to drive when there is snow on the ground than before the plow guy comes in, because there's a little bit of traction. Now, if it's like feet deep where your car can't get through it, I got a truck, but if your car can't get through it, I can understand. But like when the plow goes by, and you guys out there that have to deal with the snow can probably answer this. Like she said, isn't it better to almost be in front of a plow? Say it's just, just like this thick, and it's just a matter of, not very much snow. I don't know if you guys want to see this instead. Last time I did this, would you rather see that? Seeing what the hell I'm doing, or would you rather me look down and you guys aren't knowing what the hell I'm doing? Which one's better? Like, is it better to be in front of the snowplow? All I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen, is just using some Hoppies number 9, cleaning out some of the carbon, and it's pretty much clean now, but the making sure it's ready to go. Yes, some snow over ice is always better than no snow on it. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking too. Because that once they go by, it's like all they do is the blade goes down to the ice part, because they're not really getting to the blacktop. So now you're just driving on ice. And I know that like driving on the side where no one's been driving, where your tires are really like digging in and it's not all packed in and iced below seemed to work better too. I don't know if you guys know about the time I had to go through the snowstorm to get home, but that was scary. I was in a rental car till I could get to the airport to get my truck. The flight had gotten canceled from Atlanta, so I said, I'm going to get me a rent-a-car, and I'm going to head home. It was right before Christmas, and I thought it would be a good idea, which I made it home safely, thinking I was going to be the big hero, and my wife was highly upset at me that I had risked my life driving in a snowstorm. So I went from hero to zero in a matter of seconds. But I wanted to get home to the kids and Christmas and all that. That was my reasoning. And yeah, I probably shouldn't have been on the road because there was nobody else on the road. But I probably should have just stayed in Atlanta. I would have had to wait like 3 or 4 days, though, for the snow to melt. It was a pretty good storm we got. If you're wondering why this barrel's square, this isn't the barrel that is going back in the infinity. This is a dirty barrel I figured I'd clean since I got all this crap out. But yeah, I got in trouble. I don't know if you'd use the words in trouble, but the wife was not very happy with me. And I really thought I was doing a good job by getting home before Christmas. And I was wrong. I was wrong. I could see her side of the story. She's like, it would have been safer if you would have just stayed. And I'm like, I'm a big tough fire guy. Like, you know, I save everybody. Like, nothing's going to happen to me. And I was being an idiot. I should have stayed. So the moral of the story is, I'm an idiot. I was stationed in Anchorage for 5 years. Tons of snow. Yeah, I don't know how they deal with that shit. That's a lot of snow. Now, I would like to go to Alaska. I want to do some salmon fishing, and I want to do some... I don't really want to hunt anything out there, but I would like to do some fishing. Of course, I would like some elk meat, but like getting a big old grizzly bear and stuff, like, unless I lived there and it was like killing my livestock or something, I figure, he's here, I'm visiting, and I do got a couple black bears that are being a pain in my ass right now. They like to get in my trash. I have a couple ideas of keeping them out, but I haven't implemented them yet. You learned your Lycus on that drive then? You learned your something? Help me out, Vanessa. What is Lickets? You learned your lesson, maybe? Learned your lesson? Is that YouTube code for a lesson? Shoot him in the face, Mossy Nut. That's right, buddy. Shoot cancer in the face. Damn, I can't believe we lost 2 great people. So sucks. I wore my C-Max shirt yesterday for the IDPA match, and then I kind of felt bad because the guy goes, "What's C-Max?" And I said, "He's a YouTube buddy of ours that died yesterday." And I kind of felt bad because he like looked at me like, "Oh, like sorry, you know." It's like when you ask a lady, "When are you due?" and she says, "I'm not pregnant." Like, you know, it's one of those kind of questions where you're like, "Oh shit, I just put my foot in my mouth." But Who's done that before? I haven't done that before, but I have met people that have, and that has got to suck. So when's your baby due? She's like, I'm not pregnant. I'm like, oh, shit. Whoopsie. Yeah, C-Max was an awesome dude. I didn't know him as well as Ed. Did talk to C-Max on the phone a few times, but never got to. He was at the farm one year, but I didn't make it that year, which sucks. Kind of wish I did. But you know what? Dying is a good thing when you're in pain. Let me keep talking so I'm not. Oh, of course. Hold on one sec. My wife's on the phone. All right, I'm back. Dun dun dun. My wife just called. She's in Charlotte, and she says people are talking about buying bread and milk because we might have a snowstorm, which I think is bullshit. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be cold enough. So that was our big comment. I told her, tell my daughter to look it up on the phone because she's not doing anything anyways. They're driving to Charlotte to do return some clothes or some crap. I don't know. Chick stuff, whatever that is. And Vanessa says, make you feel better about your slip of the tongue when you say, no, I'm not pregnant, I'm just fat. That's funny. That's gotta suck. I would hate to be that person. Plus, how mean is it to tell that? I mean, that's like, dang. That is not very nice. Not very nice at all. I bet it does happen quite a bit, though. All right, let's get a little oil on this bad doggy, and we're going to put this thing back together and call it done. My favorite gun oil right here, the Lucas Extreme Duty. Not this crap. This stuff sucks. It's too liquidy. But if it's all you got, it's not bad. This stuff here is better because of the needle applicator. Just saying. Just saying right here. It's that nice little needle. It's very nice. Apply a little bit. And then we're good to go. Be shooting them up tomorrow with their snorkel gear on. Of course, if my wife's right or wrong, might be shooting in snow gear too. I think she's wrong though. Not that she's wrong, she was asking. But I think people are crazy if they think it's going to snow tomorrow. I do. All right. That looks right. Put that there. And then let the magic begin. Get here. No grease. It's wintertime. And wintertime and grease and guns do not work for me. Especially these guns. These guns need to be just perfect. All right, something's up. Something ain't right there. You guys can watch me fumble F this thing around here. Dun, dun, dun. Anybody working today? Who's working today? I have been bringing the Glock 17 and the Conan to the gun range. Shoot Glocks first and switch when most are busy not looking. Surprise! Yeah. Yeah, no shit. All right. Get in there. I'm having some issues here. These things fit so perfectly together. Should be right there. Right. All right. We're in the money. What's work? I'm retired. Someday, Yancey, someday soon. Well, let me tell you this much. April 19th, 2019, I will have done my 30 years in the fire service. And I'm hoping soon after that, I don't have to fly across the United States every month, because being on a plane, pistol is infinity. What kind of, oh, Vanessa was asking. Yes, it's this one's a little kind of a different deal here. So the whole upper portion of this is infinity, but you have this lower section here, which is the Phoenix Trinity. So this portion here, and then this portion here is made by PT as well, but it is the polymer grip. It is supposed to help with recoil management over a steel one. We've done some testing with the 40 and the 9, and I'd have to let Ray tell you more about it, but basically you have an infinity gun here that has been tuned up, meaning a company called Tommy Guns has basically purchased this and then built this whole gun and put it together. So it's kind of an infinity slash, like my other gun's a straight up all infinity. This one is kind of an infinity, but made by Tommy Gun out of North Carolina. So they're a well-made, reputable company. Smaller company, but that's basically what this gun's done. So they did a PT lower, and then the PT grip. Shock absorbing enough to help on recoil. Yeah, not so much on this 9. Supposedly there is, like, metal's better in one management of recoil because you have the weight. The other being, and I'm talking way over my education here, so bear with me, but inside of here is a, say, flex, if you want to call it flex, that kind of mitigates some of it as well, where with a metal frame grip, it's more rigid, so there's not that flex. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys. That's just basically how this one came. The other one I have is steel, but it's in 40. So it's a beautiful gun. I mean, it's all DLC coated, very well put together. They did a great top-notch job of building this thing. The full dust cover's sweet, this part here. And other than that, she's pretty. Here's a magwell. This one is by Ice, or it isn't considered Ice, it's called. It's got a plastic inset thing in here, so as you're throwing mags in it, it's not hitting metal on metal, because these mags get expensive. These mags are pretty damn pricey. So they're not like $35. They're like $135. So running those mags in there, this just helps basically mitigate that. It's smoother, so they feed in a little better. Shock absorber enough to help on recoil. I retired in 1996 from the Air Force. Well, thank you for your service, Vanessa. I greatly appreciate that. I must say. Working on more for teaching. How do you like teaching? Is that fun? Or who are you teaching? Is it school children, or are you teaching like you're teaching a trade, or how's that work? Do you have school kids you got to deal with? Because I wouldn't want to deal with school kids. I would not want to deal with school kids. You guys got any questions? You got any questions? Because I'm just sitting here having fun. The wife's gone. This is when I get to play and hang out with you folks and just waste time having fun. How many years did you do in the Air Force? Oh, you said no. I think you said earlier, didn't you? Yeah, thanks for my almost 30. I'm getting there. Each day I'm getting closer. High school through college. Ooh, mathematics. Good Lord. College ones are a wee bit better to teach attention-wise. I would have to assume so. They actually want to be there, or at least more of them want to be there. Some of them, I'm sure their parents are making them do, but I could see that. I would definitely agree with that. I know, like in the fire service, when we're teaching classes, for the most part, you know, everybody's interested in the topic. I mean, there is some things that aren't any fun. Get broken and they shift you out the door. 16 disabled retiree. Oh, wow. Yeah, 16 years in the military is a long time. Now, you needed your 20, right, to retire? I don't know how that works exactly. I know most people, when they go in the military, if they do 20 years, but that's you're medically disabled, I guess, you put on there. So maybe it changes. But I think you got to do 20, right, if you want to just get out of the military and retire, which is pretty awesome. I mean, unfortunately, we don't pay our men and women in the military even a quarter of what they deserve, and it kind of sucks. We do such a bad job of taking care of our own, and that's horrible. And I just spilled iced tea down my shirt, which got a tea bath rolling. All right, what else do we need to do? What else do we need to do? All right, I gotta go find another rifle. Actually, I need to check on a shotgun and make sure this thing's cleaned. I don't remember the last time if I cleaned it or not. I think I did. I got into a little cleaning frenzy there for a couple weeks and went through most of my stuff. So we'll see here in a second. It appears to be clean. The gun is clear. So we're looking magical. So that one's done. That one is done. We're good. See that? Didn't have to waste any time with that one because luckily I already did it. So good there. Round count for tomorrow, I think, is about 125 of each and probably 15 slugs, which I'll be shooting a Federal. We bought a case of these, split them up between the boys, and these stuff works great. These are 1 ounce. 1,610 feet per second. You'd be amazed if you don't shoot slugs, how far you can actually shoot a slug accurately, especially really not having sights. Like on this shotgun, it doesn't. Oh, that's a problem. Forgot about that. What's the problem with this thing, folks? What do you guys see right there that seems to be the problem? I don't have a fiber sight anymore. I think it blew off at Rob's place. I might have to come up with that. Let's see if it's in here. Not in there. Wonder if I got an extra sight. It ought to be interesting tomorrow if I don't find a sight for that thing. Shit. Maybe I can rig some of this fiber optic and put like 2 or 3 in there and melt it all together. That ought to be fun to see if that works. I'm going to have to figure something out because right now I have no front sight. I think I can make that work though. I'll put like 2 or 3 in there. I don't know if you guys know what the heck I'm saying. But right in there where that hole is, it's supposed to be a fiber optic sight. It didn't break off, just the fiber optic came out of it. So let me come up with a makeshift idea. And then you'll know if it works when I know if it works. Let me make sure I cut it long enough. So I need a little bit. If you guys never used this stuff before, it's really simple to work with, especially if you have the right damn size. So I'm going to cut a couple of pieces here. Maybe you guys want to see this. I don't know. Let's go down. Yeah. So right here is a piece, which is kind of hard to see. How about if I go like this? Does it help? Put a little light on the situation. I need to order some of this anyways for my infant, for hell's sakes. Fiber optic down. There's one of two. See, and I was telling you guys about not being able to see shit. And now I gotta find the damn thing. Dun dun dun. Well, hell's bells. Oh, there it is. All right, we're back in business. Back in business. All right, let's put these over here so I don't knock them down. Over here. Hopefully this works. So now all you need is a lighter. And you're just going to melt one end of these together. I'm glad we pulled the shotgun out, because if I didn't pull it out, I would have figured out I had a problem tomorrow at the 3-gun match. So you got to use a pink lighter. Just kidding. So let me see if 3 of these will fit. And this is going to be easier to do actually on the shotgun, because if you just have this little piece, the front side, it's going to be a bitch. Okay, so 1 fits. We're going to have to make it where 2 fit. I'm going to get a clamp. We get high tech here. High tech. All right. It's horrible lighting for you guys. But I'm going to go like this, if it'll let me. So I want to put a clamp on the end, and I'm going to try to feed two or more of these down, get them level, and then melt them. And I don't know if this is going to fit on here. I'm going to try flipping these out like this. I think that's going to work better. All right, so there's a clamp. And if not, I'm going to have to figure out a way to thin those out. I might just try nailing them in like a hammer. At least get 2 in there. Let's make one of these a little thinner. This is just a quick fix till I can get a sight. But having something is better than nothing. I would hope you guys agree. All right, so dilemma. Let me try hammering it in there. Worst case is it's just going to break. I'm going to use a little hammer and see if I can get it to. Seems to be working. Little splinters of it are coming off, which is fine. Now I'm going to have to use a punch. a punchy punch. All right, it's getting closer. Cross your fingers. Actually, this might work well. Use a different thing. Nope. What the hell on there? It's almost there. Oh, don't bend. All right, we'll call that good. Now I can take the clamp off, and I'm going to heat up this end here like this, and it's working perfectly. Oh, hell yeah. That might be better than the original one. All right, so there's that end. Let me show you that end, which I think I can go like this. Dun, 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 dun. See that? We got a sight again. Look how nice and bright that shit is. Boom. But I still need to do this side. And I got quite a bit hanging off. Let me look up close here. Let's see. Nope. Damn telemarketers. All right, so that's done. And then this side is a little long, but we'll hope it shrinks. I'm going to flip it over because heat rises. And that's not going nowhere. All right, that ought to get me through the weekend. There you go. Not the best view, but it's definitely bright. You can see that in there. So it's going to work. Yep. Perfect. Good enough for now. So I'm glad I did that. So we're good. Back in the game. So if it wasn't for you guys, just so you know, previous comment, which one was that? Must the ends of fibers be cut smooth and perpendicular so the end of the fiber shines correctly? You would want that to be the end goal, but I needed to cut some of the angle off so it would fit. So having a sight that is not perfect is still better than no sight at all. But it's working really good. It's lighting up really well. Unfortunately, I can't show you like as I put it under the light, it's nice and bright. It's going to work pretty damn good. So there she is. Here's the side of it. You can kind of see where the two have melted together on this end. This side's not the side I want to be looking at. It's going to be this side, which is a little thinner. You can see it lighten up though if I cover it up. So it turns on kind of. So definitely going to work. Definitely better than not having anything. So that was a huge plus. I would have noticed that at the 3-gun match and been all son of a gun. I forgot to check my gear. Other than that, that is it for the day, at least for now. I thoroughly enjoyed hanging out with you guys. It was much more fun than sitting here in the garage by myself with no interaction. So I got to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I am going to go make some more ammo for tomorrow. And other than that, that's my big day. It was fun, Yancey. Had to throw some humor in there. I know some of these kind of videos are hard to be entertaining because it's not like you can have fun, tell a few jokes. I think an entertaining video that I did was the one about before you go vote, which make sure you guys do go vote. Let me flip the old camera up here so I can say goodbye and all that fun stuff. But I think one of my favorite videos was the one where gun owners, before you vote, it's probably in the first, it's towards the middle to the end of the video. I just kind of like start saying shit that I didn't really care. I was having a good time. But if you guys are going to be voting, if you haven't voted yet, I voted yesterday. I voted early because I'm working, so I would be in California if during the voting. So I wanted to get that done, do my duty as an American, and make sure not to vote any D-bags in. And in that video, you're going to hear a lot about D-bags and D, because there's a lot of Ds. And if you're not familiar with the whole topic of that thing, you can go to Gun Owners of America, and the link is in that description. You can find your state. And then the favorite part of the whole thing is they rank some of your people, depending on what state you're in, on whether they're very pro-gun or very anti-gun. So they rate them from A+ all the way down to F-. And if you need to know when you're voting which way they flow and go, it definitely helps. So let me tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was fun. A lot of good information in that one. So thanks again for you guys. I appreciate it showing up. I got to vote today at 0600 hours. Oh, I voted today at 600 hours. Very hard to rule out D-bags here. Every part is disgrace. Yeah, that's what sucks. Look at Connecticut's ratings. They will make you cry. There's a lot of states. You got freaking California, New York. Your best bet, you're voting against an F- and an F. Like, you're like, this is ridiculous. So with that said, go check out that video. There is great information if you have not voted yet that may help you or persuade you into going, I need to vote for this person. So appreciate it again, you guys. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Stay safe, and I might as well say, check your smoke alarms and your CO2 detectors, and make sure your fire extinguishers are running. All right? If you have an old fire extinguisher, turn it upside down, beat the crap out of it. If you have an ABC one, you got Vanessa. Oh, no, she's voting November 6th. So you still have time to look at that video and find out who the biggest D-bag is and not vote for them. So other than that, stay safe. See ya.